WGPR Detroit HD2.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
FM 88.1 WHPR, Highland Park.
WVIE 107.3 FM Charlotte, Amalia, Virgin Islands.
The views and opinions expressed on the following show are not necessarily the views and opinions of WHPS, its affiliates, management, or sponsors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Urban Review, the show brought to you by the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development and is sponsored by the Office of National Drug Control Policy. And as a result, the thoughts and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the thoughts and the opinions of the Office of National Drug Control Policy nor the White House. But we want to thank you for being here and thank you again for tuning in to another episode of Urban Review. Right here in front of me, you see this beautiful, beautiful award, and we're very, very proud, and therefore we put it up for display. We are the recipients of the 2021 Reverend Gregory Roberts Memorial Power of One Award, and it was presented to us by the Detroit Integrated Health Network, presented to myself on behalf of the Coalition and Center for Urban Youth and Family Development, as well as to Hartford Memorial Baptist Church for the work that we're doing to support youth that are in and transitioning out of foster care, and also the work that we're doing in substance abuse, suicide prevention, and developing our Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development, creating a drug-free community on Detroit's west side. So we're very, very proud to be recipients of that award. I think we can pull up a picture of the day that I actually received the award from Ms. Cara Thomas. And now you're looking at a picture of our Summer Youth Employment Program 2021 group. And there's the picture of us receiving the award. We received it from Ms. Cara Thomas from the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network, and we were just tickled to death to be recipients of this 2021 Reverend Gregory Roberts Memorial Power of One Award for our work in substance abuse prevention and our work with youth in and transitioning out of the foster care. So thank you for that. And the next thing I want to talk to you about is our Summer Youth Employment Program. So Henry, if you can go back to that photo that you had up of that group of lovely young people, that'll be fantastic. If not, don't worry about it. But we had a great, yeah, there they are. We had a small group of only about 10 students this summer, but we had a great Summer Youth Employment Program. That's a photograph of us when we were doing a college tour at the University of Detroit Mercy and on their campus. And actually, we're very proud to have been the first in-person college tour that was done this summer since the change from the COVID-19 pandemic. We had a great program. The youth did some wonderful things, as I indicated. We did some college tours. We also did some substance use prevention training. 2 days of the week we were virtual, doing our training on Zoom. And also then on 2 days a week, we're meeting live, going on college tours, taking field trips. We actually went to Cedar Point one day. We had some phenomenal experiences going over to the National Council of Alcohol and Drug Dependency, Greater Detroit, and working in their recording studio to create a substance abuse prevention PSA. The students really enjoyed that. And then one of the unique things that we did, usually we in the past we'd have our trainings at Hartford Baptist Church, and we would be able to provide a nutritious lunch for our young people. This year, because of COVID, we had to do those trainings in Zoom, and we did something very unique. We made an arrangement with Uber Eats, and each of the young people were able to order a nutritious lunch each day and have it delivered to them at their home via Uber Eats. So we want to give a shout out to the folks over at Uber, and also we want to give a great big shout out to the folks at the Children's Foundation, who provided us with the funding through their community grant to be able to provide the lunches and have a wonderful summer program. So thank you to Larry Burns and the folks over at the Children's Foundation for your financial support and your moral support as well, as we were able to launch and conduct and implement and complete another Center for Urban Youth and Family Development Summer Youth Employment Program. So thank you so much for that. And just another little update. Remember that we normally today we would have had our coalition meeting this morning at 10 o'clock, but we postponed our meeting until next Thursday, September the 23rd at 10 o'clock a.m. The meeting is via Zoom, so you'll be able to call in and participate. The meeting ID is 790-495-5710. And the password is CUYFD, Center for Urban Youth and Family Development. So once again, if you would like to call in and be a part of our coalition meeting, our coalition is dedicated to developing a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side, specifically in the 48238 and the 48204 zip code area, and call into our coalition meeting. And that meeting is a Zoom meeting, so just go into Zoom and then use the meeting ID 790-495-5710, and the password is lowercase CUYFD. That's Cat, Ulysses, Young, Fred, David. CUYFD is the password. Call in, be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Call in to the Coalition for Urban Youth and Family Development and help us create a drug-free community on Detroit's West Side. Another thing, one of the things that the coalition will be doing this month, or actually next month, is we will be having a vaccination day right out front in the community, right there at 15827 Indiana Street. Once again, that's 15827 Indiana Street, and that will take place on Friday, October the 22nd, from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. If you haven't been vaccinated, or you need your second vaccination, or even your booster shot, come on out to 15827 Indiana Street. That's right around the corner from Wyoming and Puritan. That's 15827 Indiana Street on Friday, October the 22nd, and the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network will have their mobile vaccination unit there on site, and we will be doing some vaccinations. We're going to have some music going, and we have made a decision that the first 100 people that show up to get a vaccination, we know that you might be a little hungry afterwards, so we will have a $5 McDonald's gift card for you so that you can run right around the corner on Wyoming right there at the lodge and grab your McDonald's refreshments and revive yourself after getting your vaccination. So that's, once again, October 22nd, Friday at 15827 Indiana Street. That's under the west side of Detroit, very near the corners of Wyoming and Puritan. Stop by between the hours of 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock p.m. Get your vaccination from the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network's mobile vaccination unit, and the first 100 individuals that come and get a vaccination will receive a $5 McDonald's gift card. So we look forward to you to come out and participate in that. Another activity. This happens to be National Suicide Prevention Month, and we have been working with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, as well as the Detroit Network, Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network, and the National Association on Mental Illness to help celebrate Suicide Prevention Month, and also to bring awareness to the fact that there's a stigma associated with trying to get some support. There's a stigma associated with getting mental health first aid, and we want to eliminate that stigma. We want to let people know that they can get help. And so if you want to participate, just go to the AFSP.com, that's American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and you can find information that will be supportive of that. And you can also go in on Facebook and Twitter and use hashtag #StopSuicide to help as we try to eliminate the stigma associated with talking about it, getting some self-help, getting some self-care. And in that regard, on Monday, September the 27th, from 10 to 2 p.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., there will be a self-care conference. And we have a very, very, very special guest that's going to be the keynote speaker, and that's Michael Ealy. And you know him. He's a very well-known actor, African-American actor, producer, and director, Michael Ealy. And he's going to be giving a talk. We're going to be addressing work-life balance, the power of vulnerability, celebrating life while coping with the guilt of loss, and resources for strength, renewal, and revival. And so if you would like to register for that conference, go to DWCTRAINING. That's DWC Training. That's Detroit Wayne County Training.com, DWCtraining.com, and look for the self-care conference that will be taking place on Monday, September the 27th, and that's going to take place downtown at the International Banquet Center, the International Banquet and Conference Center, which is located at 400 Monroe Street here in our beautiful city of downtown Detroit. Once again, that's 400 Monroe Street, downtown Detroit, at the International Banquet and Conference Center, taking place on Monday, September the 27th, self-care conference from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. with actor, producer Michael Ealy as our keynote speaker. So we really, really look forward to you coming down and participating with us on that day. And we will be there supporting that event with the vendor resources information, and the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is very, very committed to providing support during this National Suicide Prevention Month. And one of the methods that we use for suicide prevention is called QPR. And QPR stands for question, persuade, and refer. If 80% of the suicides that take place, statistics and research have shown that the individual at some time and with someone revealed their intentions. And so the thing that we have to do is be aware, be willing to ask folks, are you okay? If you notice that they seem to be under stress, if you notice that they seem to be anxious and exhibiting anxiety, then ask them if they're okay. The first step is the question. The second step is to persuade them to get some help. We're not psychiatrists, we're not psychologists, we're not social workers that are trained to provide mental health first aid, but we are concerned, we are caring individuals. And when we hear a person that is dealing with high levels of stress, that is dealing with extreme anxiety, then we need to persuade that person to get some assistance, and we need to be able to refer them to the appropriate sources for that assistance. So that's question, persuade, and refer. And one of the agencies that you can persuade and refer an individual to is Lincoln Behavioral Services, and you can call them at 313-450-4500. Once again, that's Lincoln Behavioral Services, 450-4500. And you can call that number and you can get help. Also, you can call the Detroit Wayne Integrated Health Network at 800-673-4949, and that will give you some assistance 24 hours a day. There is also some work being done right now to establish the Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and that number is 988 or 611, and you can call those numbers and get some assistance immediately. So we're going to take a brief commercial break, and when we get back from our commercial break, we'll have a few more things that we want to share with you about the things that are going on in the wonderful city of Detroit in regards to Suicide Prevention Month, and also this is National Recovery Month. So we'll be right back after some brief messages to give you some more information and support. Thank you for watching Urban Review.
Meet Danny, high school senior, 17 years of age, all A student. Danny is just now finding out he scored 1,490 out of 1,600 on his SAT. Danny's friend decided to ask, "How did you do it?" Danny replied, "I believe every day is a test. To fail or succeed, you choose." The effects of vaping is the one test that Danny chose not to study for.
Vaping does not discriminate on who becomes addicted. Over 2 million high school students use some type of electronic cigarette device. The top tobacco companies also own vaping devices. The FDA found that vaping contains some of the same toxic chemicals as regular cigarettes that lead to cancer. So whether you smoke traditional cigarettes with tobacco or smoke electronic cigarettes using nicotine, your health is at risk. There's no safe way to smoke. For more information, contact the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development.
You will love your Avis Ford, because at Avis Ford, we make it easy to get you your no money down monthly payment right over the phone. We call it Shop by Phone, and it's the best way we know to get you your payment options fast. You want leather and a sunroof? How about an upgrade to all-wheel drive? Just give us a call. Shop online, shop by phone, or visit us at Telegraph at 12 Mile. Call 1-800-SHOP-FORD.
The non-medical use of prescription drugs, including opioids, is a growing concern in our communities, affecting all ages, including our youth. If the medication wasn't prescribed to you or has expired, don't take it. If your name isn't on the bottle, it's not meant for you to swallow. Addiction is real, and lives are being ruined. Or worse yet, lost.
Visit preventiondetroit.org/opioids to find prescription Dropbox locations.
The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development is a nonprofit organization that focuses on preventing personal problems we believe are facilitated by being raised in a foster care environment, or remediating potential problems through education and information to the community. Our programs focus on 3 key areas: youth aging out of foster care, community action, and healthcare. Our programs are focused on young adults in the foster care system who are about to age out, those that have just aged out, and the community at large. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development hosts a variety of services focusing on the needs of foster care youth throughout the community. We also work with numerous community coalitions in our efforts to provide the best services for our clients and to help build stronger communities. We believe that a healthy mind and body are cornerstones to a healthy and prosperous community. The Center also engages our community in mental health and wellness advocacy, as well as suicide prevention. Fostered youth emerge from the foster care system vulnerable to substance abuse, with little opportunity to obtain higher education or develop life skills. The Center for Urban Youth and Family Development empowers youth that are in and transitioning out of the foster care system to overcome the struggles and challenges by providing them substance abuse prevention, life skills training, and workforce development programs. Drawing from the life experiences of our founder, Mr. Marcel Arbuckle, we open the door to positive and productive life through education, health, and life skills development. For more information, you can visit our website at cuyfddetroit.org or check out our social media at cuyfddetroit.
Welcome back to Urban Review, ladies and gentlemen. We have just a few more minutes, and we want to finish up with some more information about what's going on in the city of Detroit as it relates to substance abuse prevention and suicide prevention. And we wanted to let you know that not only is this National Suicide Prevention Month, but as I stated earlier, it's National Recovery Month. And the National Institute on Drug Addiction, which is a part of the National Institute on Health, is sponsoring this National Recovery Month. And if you would like to learn some more information about what you can do to address the issues of stigma associated with substance abuse prevention and substance abuse recovery, go to nida.nih.gov. Once again, that's nida.nih.gov. So Nancy, important, David, average, Nancy, important, Henry.gov. So once again, that's nida.nih.gov. And learn more about National Recovery Month and some of the actions and activities associated with being able to provide support to those who have stress and anxiety, who are attempting to self-medicate and manage their issues with substance abuse. Another highlight that I wanted to mention was that we had the privilege a couple of months ago of appearing on a show called Michigan Healthy Mind. And we were there with Justin Black, who happens to be the author of Redefining Normal and an alumni of the Center for Urban Youth and Family Development Summer Youth Employment Program. And Justin has been very successful in graduating from college, traveling around the world. He's a published author, recently married, and one of the key aspects about Justin is that he is a youth that aged out of the foster care system and also participated in our summer youth employment program. And he is very gracious in acknowledging the fact that some of the elements of the summer youth employment program have stuck with him and helped him guide his and motivate him through his journey for higher education and career development. And one of the things that we utilized during that time period, excuse me, was the formula for success. Excuse me. And our formula for success has 7 characters, or 7 elements, if you will. The first element is character. And if you take character, we're talking about the aspects of your behavior, being loyal, honest, trustworthy, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And those are elements of your character. And then you add that to education. And we know that in today's society, you have to have a solid education to be able to function. And then you take character and education and you add them to perseverance. You can't be a quitter. You can't give up. And then character, education, perseverance, plus uplift. Lifting while you climb. Uplifting your fellow man, showing support. Oh boy, I need some water. And then after
You take character, education, perseverance, and uplift, and add them to friendship. And you know that it's not all about what you know. Sometimes it's who you know. And then you add love. And you have to be able to love yourself. And if you love yourself, you won't abuse yourself. You won't allow yourself to be abused. Last but not least is truth. And we feel that truth is the word of God, no matter where it comes from. If you're a Christian, it comes from the Holy Bible. If you're a Muslim, it comes from the Quran. If you're Hindu, it comes from the Tao. Excuse me. But if you take friendship, love, and truth, and add them to character, education, perseverance, and uplift, you're going to get the three things that everybody wants out of life. And that is peace, happiness, and prosperity. So that is the message that we were able to teach. That's the message that we have worked with all of our young people over the years, the 13 years of our Summer Youth Employment Program. We're very flattered and honored to be a part of the program and to work with Justin on the show. And if you would like to catch an episode and to see us on the show, you can tune in to My Healthy Michigan, Michigan Healthy Mind, my mistake, Michigan Healthy Mind on Sunday at 10 o'clock a.m. on TV 20 here in Detroit. And you will be able to see myself and Justin Black, who is the author of Redefining Normal. And we've had him on this show discussing the impact that we've had on his life and the impact of foster care and dealing with the issues associated with foster care. And also, that show is going to be airing at the same time on Fox 47 in Lansing, Michigan. It's also going to be airing at 7 o'clock a.m. On Sunday on Fox 32 in Cadillac and Traverse City. And then we will also be able to catch an episode of it on Sunday at noon on WOTV in Grand Rapids. That's WOTV and also WXSP television in Grand Rapids, which is ABC4. So all across the state of Michigan, you will be able to catch the show and to tune in to listen and learn about the impacts of foster care on youth and some of the steps that you can take and that they can take to age themselves out in a positive fashion. And as we wrap up today, we're going to wrap up, as we always do, with our memory of the poem that Nelson Mandela said to himself each day for 27 years while in captivity. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods there be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud, and under the bludgeoning of chance, my head is bloodied but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the minutes of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. For it matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll, I am the captain of my fate and the master of my soul. And as we close today, remember that when you're up against some trouble, meet it squarely face to face. Plant your feet, set your shoulders, lift your chin, and take a brace. And if the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, remember you may fail, but you may conquer, so see it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim, but don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. And if the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, remember running from it will not save you, so see it through. Even hope may seem but futile when with troubles you'll be set, but remember, you're simply facing what other men have met. So if you fail, fall still fighting. Don't give up whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish, and see it through. Thank you for watching Urban Review.